Hi, my name's Yvonne and I'm a UK Stampin' Up demonstrator, and what I'm going to show you today is another version of the One Sheet Wonder. Now this time I'm going to be using papers from the Ornate Garden. This is a new collection DSPs which is available to purchase now, which will be in our new annual catalogue beginning of June. Now this month you can purchase this earlier if you want to, and I showed the whole suite in a couple of videos ago, which I will link below. So on my last couple of videos I did the One Sheet Wonder, and I'll just remind you of what that is. So it's using a 12 by 12 sheet of paper and cutting it down to make up to 14 cards. I'll just put that back. So these are the cards that I've made with the Ornate Garden, and the colour coordination I've done with this is mint macaron. There's also old olive and terracotta tile. Now this example is using just one of the panels. I've done a layer with old olive, and I've just stuck a tag on the front. This would be made from this particular tag punch. And the stamp set that I've used on here isn't actually from the garden, it is from Under My Umbrella. So I've used those flowers and the sentiment there. In these particular examples I've used lots of different stamps and from different stamp sets, and also the Ornate Garden Suite stamp sets as well. So that is that one. It's got some nice, this is some two-tone ribbon, but there is ribbon to go with this particular suite, which is the ribbon there. It comes in terracotta tile and the old olive. So that's that first card. The next card, I've used the terracotta tile, and I've used it under just under the layer of the panel, and then in the dies that you can get with the complete suite there's a stitched narrow border frame, and then there's also a patterned, hopefully you're better to see that much better, a patterned die to create a ribbon effect. So all I've done is done tone on tone on that, and the For You is from the Label Me Bold set, which I used in the last lot of cards. This one here, if you can just see the beautiful die frame that's on this card. I've used a terracotta tile as a background and the mint macaron for the die, the doily die, and in the middle we have Piece of Cake stamp set, which is this particular one. So that's the one I've used on there. And then From All of Us is from the Ornate Thanks, and it's one of the smaller sayings on that, in that stamp set. So yeah, that's a really pretty card. This one here, we have the mint macaron card base with the Ornate Garden paper again on a full panel, and I've used Blushing Bride as the layer, and again I've used the piece of cake stamp set, so that could be for a wedding or anniversary. Just something really simple. So the terracotta tile, there's a little swirly pattern, and this is from the second stamp set in this particular suite, which is called Ornate Style. So you have a really big flower, a smaller one, and some corners and some shapes, and a little flower there as well. So on this one I have used the corners, the green would be Old Olive, the congratulations is in mint macaron, and the congratulations is from the Well Said stamp set. This one here is just a simple birthday card, and I've just layered each of the panels in terracotta and Old Olive, and used the stamps from our perennial birthday set. So these are exactly the same layout cuts that I used for the previous cards for the Come Sail Away set, but I've used them in different ways. This one here, just terracotta tile, mint macaron with the paper on top, and just a simple happy birthday raised up. And we have this one here, which is the terracotta tile. We've got the mint macaron background and a Here Celebrating You, which is from the perennial birthday stamp set, which is that one there. As I say, the doily or the die cut frames, the ornate frames are absolutely lovely. What I will recommend is, if you do purchase this particular set, and I'll just show you, I've got other dies that I've already cut out in the 3 colours that I was using, so we've got some more there. But what I do recommend, I've just taken the middle out of that one, is play about with your die machine. I've got a Big Shot, which has, and I have the precision base plate. Now, when I did went through with all of the dies to create these, I just used my precision base plate and my normal stack to put through the embossing machine or the die cutting machine, and it didn't go through properly, so I had to put a couple of sheets of copy paper to make a shim to make it cut right through. So it's a bit of trial and error. These are so intricate dies. I'll just show you. You can see how intricate they are. That just using your standard cutting plates, it may not cut properly. So as I say, try using a piece of copy paper in between your shim, just to give it that extra resistance to put it through your die machine. Just be careful, because don't force your dies to go through the machine. It all depends on the machine you've got as well. So it's just a little bit of trial and error, but that's what I found with my particular one, just to give it a little bit of extra paper just to help it cut properly. That's my tip for you. And then we have this one here, which is done on the mint macaroon, the terracotta tile, the old olive, and the mint macaroon with the thanks for all you do. And that thanks is from this particular stamp set, the Ornate Thanks. And I have a couple here that I haven't actually done anything with at the moment. So it's just a card that's got cut on the diagonal. I've put this frame in the middle and I just need to work out what I want to do on that frame. Now with this particular paper that I'm using, the Ornate Garden, I'll see if I can dig a sheet out. Of course I've had to move round. So this is a complete pack of paper. Just flick through. Oops. So this is the one I was actually using to do all the cards, but this is on the reverse. So this is a really lovely old olive with gold on it. So what I decided to do, just put that to one side, is I decided to use the reverse of the paper. So in this case I've got some gold foil just to layer at the back of my pattern paper, and then just stamped the daisy and punched it out on the old olive. So that's such a really simple card. That could be a I'm sorry card, or with deep sympathy, something like that, just quite simple. And this one here, I've used the reverse again. So I've used the corners of the ornate style, and then just done the squares and just a simple happy birthday. So this quite easily could be a mail card. And again, I've got a panel that I've put on there that I just need to work out what I want to do with. So whatever side of the paper you want to use, as you can see, they are really beautiful papers to work with. And I do like the fact that of using the reverse of this particular paper, and then leaving some blank so I can work out what I want to do for my next card. So I'll just lay them out for you. Hopefully you can see them all. I've got the congratulations. From the colour palette, I was trying to go with just 2 or 3 colours to match the papers, and I think these colours look really well together. I think if I'd have done some of the cards in white cardstock, it would have given a different impression of the cards. But I really like how these have turned out. Oops, popping my papers back in my folder. I just saved my papers in the 12x12 pockets that are We Are Memory. So for this particular paper set, your coordinating papers are Bumblebee. Now Bumblebee is going to be a new in colour for 2020 and 2021. We have Illy Espresso, Mint Macaroon, Old Olive, Terracotta Tile and Whisper White. So this is how I store my 12x12 papers, and then if I get any scraps, I'll store them in another pocket, but inside my inside the actual 12x12 sleeve, just to keep it safe and so it doesn't get marked up. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be doing another one with another paper from the Ornate Garden Suite. Should be coming up some point next week. Just depends how my schedule is this week. If you'd like to subscribe, please press the subscribe button so you'll be able to get notification of any future videos that I'm doing, and any products that are listed down below will be in my personal shop. One thing I do want to mention is with the dies, I highly recommend a brush with a tool. Stampin' Up does this tool which has a putty, oops, let me just take it off. It has putty on one end and it has a pointy bit on the other. But the other tool for this is, and I can't find it at the moment, which is really annoying, is a brush. So when you are, found it, a brush, and this is a perfect tool for the, oops, on the other end of this, twist it and it's got a palette, so for picking up any jewels, and then there's another connection which is an embossing tool which is double-ended. But I don't normally use the embossing tool because I'm more than likely using the pokey part of it. So what happens is you unscrew that part and then your brush goes into the end, and I'll just show you. When you take your die out, then you just rub over it and it'll get rid of all the little bits that are stuck in your dies, and it makes it so much easier to do, to get rid of them. So highly recommend this particular tool, and I will link it below if you require it as well. Hope you've enjoyed this, and thank you very much for watching, and speak to you soon. Bye bye.